the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And it's Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Could move up a gear here. Searching pass he's played there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rijkaard. That's Gerrard. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Bernardo Silva in with the challenge. Played into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's played in here. Cleared without hesitation. Foot in. Osimhen.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, easy pickings there. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Olmo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, he's having a go! No, he's missed it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Stood up well to him there. Cannavaro gets on his bike and on the move. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Costa Curta. Barcelona are a team known for their direct brand of football. So, Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper.
Could be danger here. Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar. Takes a shot! Now, oh, he's been caught, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to...
There's the header! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That is good progress on the left. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Makaleli. A temporary retreat here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He has found the way through. And he's there to belt it away. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Bernardo Silva. Makaleli. Now it's Osimhen. Julie. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Messi! Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
No way through. And it's Pedri. Xavi Alonso. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Khan sends that a long way. Julie. And it's Drogba. Pedri. Just past the 40th minute mark. That has been cut short. Gerrard. The ball has bounced loose now. And they've got a throw. Zanetti crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. Over to the right flank, and he's whipped it across. And that should get the job done. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Neymar. Zanetti. Cross needs to be good, and that's a good ball. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Messi, and it's played a header! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Drogba. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 17, el dorsal 24, serán sus...
So let's get the ball rolling.
El dorsal 22, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 20, Villa.
That is good strength. And he's looking to catch him up. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And claimed it back swiftly. Looking for options for movement. Can he get onto this? Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Castolo. Cruyff. Rummenigge. David Villa. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Oh, it's a vicious effort.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rummenigge. Time and again they are repelled. David Villa. That is a brilliant interception. Takes the shot! It's hit the upright. Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. All the way back. Adams wins the duel this time. Now it's Puskas. And he's intervened well there. Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti makes a move down the right. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. David Villa. Now he's got space here. Abiati gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. This looks promising. Here it is, crossed in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Adams cuts out the pass. And it's Kaka. That has not gone well. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Aldair kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Khan punts it upfield. And he was quick to react. Zanetti. And it's Makalele. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good-looking ball. He is through here. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is expertly dealt with. Gerrard. David Villa. To Gerrard. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He's got a work. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not the most accurate pass. Barcelona can consider themselves just about safe now. Xavi Alonso. No, that's been intercepted. Zanetti. Played towards the front line. Rummenigge. Great ball if he can get... Real chance! Well taken goal. With so little time left. Grandstand finish. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Rooney conjures time and space where few can. And it's Rooney. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Del Piero! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. 2 minutes to be added on. Pinches it off him. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle, something they...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition...
Del Piero! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That's a good run down the left, and it's been played through. Rummenigge finds himself offside. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. De Bruyne. Xavi Alonso. And De Bruyne! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, great header! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job, he trusted his instincts.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Rummenigge. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Zanetti. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Zanetti. That's a shade optimistic. Xavi Alonso. Played out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for the far post. In with the challenge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's beautifully weighted. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Del Piero! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for the run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't...
Chance, surely! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
De Bruyne. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to pass it through. And it's Zanetti. Gattuso. And it's Gerrard. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. Spread to the right. Played in by Gerrard. Towering header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it. Pretty robust defending.
Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Xavi Alonso. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! And he hits the net. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now this could be a chance. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aldair promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. That's a good ball. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, this is turning into a real
And that is indeed the final act. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5, Gerard, será reemplazado por el dorsal 9, Drogba.
We're on the move again. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Del Piero. Here comes the cross. Rummenigge with the clearance. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Pass somewhat off target. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele. Now Gattuso. Time and again they are repelled. Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, terrific save.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Corner number 2 then. Adams clears it away. Over to the right flank. Xabi Alonso delivers. Gattuso is there and he can get that clear. Can he finish? Dembele. Gattuso. Dembele. Aldair makes the interception. And this is Drogba. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Adams gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. Aldair. Gattuso. Aldair. Gabriel. And it's Zanetti. Oh, he's found support out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chance to deliver. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. That has not gone well. Dembele. Aldair. And Adams. Gabriel. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he's found a way past. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's played through for him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Osimhen. Makalele. And he's managed to get free. And it's played in. Impressive jump. And he couldn't quite make it 6. Messi! Gattuso. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Gattuso. And it's De Bruyne. Always onto this. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Del Piero. Oh, strongly challenged there. Gattuso concedes a free kick for that.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. And that is expertly dealt with. It's a pretty loose pass. Puskás running with intent. Cruyff. David Villa, and he's been shifted off it. Great vision. And Puskás, he's through on goal here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
In by Rooney. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Not the most accurate pass. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rooney, and he's in on goal. And he can clear it away. And here's Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Puskás chasing after it. Zanetti. Oh, he's been caught napping. Khan goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Aldair. And Gabriel. And it's Gattuso. And we're done. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Del Piero picks it up out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Martinez. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Messi. And he is dashing away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. Martinez. And it's Messi. And Zanetti.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be... Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Zanetti. That looks a good cross. Cleared away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Good take, and is he in? That's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Played out wide, and he's quick to return it. He's in a great position here. He's got away. Delivered. Terrific effort!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Tries to play it through.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Real chance here. He's shifting through the gears here. This time, surely! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded.
Oh, he's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Messi. And it's hoisted clear. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Costa Curta. And here's Thuram. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Messi. Makaleli can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Del Piero. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Del Piero. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. Osimhen gets flagged offside. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Nice. Oh, good climb! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Del Piero. And that's played in low. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Konate. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Del Piero with the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Messi. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. The ball has bounced loose now. Zanetti. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good alertness. Great vision. Now it's Del Piero. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Forlan. He has found the way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Oh, they could break here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Jong. And it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. No, it's come to nothing.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Thuram. And this is Forlan. He's found a way through. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. Será
So let's get the
sustituido
ball
por
rolling.
El dorsal 8.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's a fine interception. Costa Curta can clear it away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Denilson. Played in by Denilson. Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. Couldn't squeeze it through. Saliba. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's picked his way through. Denilson. Bullish header! And it's come back out to him. And no mistake. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 45.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
He won't be happy with that one. Denilson. Denilson scooting forward. Has a look up and drives it forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's been shifted off it. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Denilson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Cambio de jugadores.
Looking for the run. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vieira. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, that's fabulous. A header! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Barcelona really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Oh, good spread. De Jong. Julie. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Nice control. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. He's had it nicked away. Xavi Alonso. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Del Piero.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
To Danielson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Threads one in. Now it's Puskás. Makalele. Puskás. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saka. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Well taken goal. Right back in the game. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Será sustituido por
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Played in, and a header! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He has found the way through. Cross flung in towards the middle. Zanetti tries to clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he can clear it away. Now, that looks a decent ball. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that is not finding anyone. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Makalele. Nicely weighted ball. Out towards the flank. Konate.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Just the keeper in his way. Decent chance! And he hits the net. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Puskás. And Puskás! Superb from Puskás! About as smooth as it gets. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
En el marcador.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Barcelona lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. The wait had become maddening for Argentina fans. 28 years since their last major title. They finally managed it, and it was, of course, largely down to this man.
Yeah, and they won it in the best way possible against Brazil, in Brazil. OK, it wasn't exactly a classic match by any means, but still, they did it.
It's the significance of it, of course. If there was ever any doubt as to this man's commitment to the cause, that game went a long way in proving it simply wasn't the case. And he cuts out the supply. Osimhen. Saliba. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Osimhen. That's very neat. Takes a shot! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Jong promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's got away. Donadoni makes a dash. And the shot! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Tries from a long way out. Wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And De Bruyne! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
De Bruyne is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Roberto Carlos! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bullish header! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a little off target. Xavi Alonso. No way through. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Messi tries to play it through. Donatoni hangs in a cross. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Now that's well seen too. Donatoni. 30 minutes gone. Roberto Carlos has crossed into... Oh, good climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Messi does really well to win the ball there. Martinez. Osimhen. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Casillas. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. And he's there to get it away. That's a nicely shaped ball. Konate. He shifted it to the flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi. That's tidy. And this is De Bruyne.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vieira. Knocks it into space. Shifted upfield. Saliba makes the interception. Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Osimhen. Header! That was superb goalkeeping. And the referee has blown for half-time. Barcelona are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So we're into the second 45. And it's De Jong. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, lovely bit of skill. In towards the back stick. And he's managed to get rid. Osimhen. Played out towards the right wing. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for the run. Chance to deliver. Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Del Piero. Osimhen. Del Piero. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, easy pickings there. Messi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to put... And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The two
22,
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, Juli, el dorsal 11, Fernando Torres. Cambio de jugadores.
Just too high.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it out wide, and it's De Jong. Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Juli threads one in. He can run onto that. And now they can clear their lines. Great vision. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Keeper's got good distance on that. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Big chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona making further changes here, and in quick succession. Denilson. Juli. For Xavi Alonso. And it's Makalele. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. That has been knocked away. Chance, surely! And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Plays it across. And they've managed to get rid. Griezmann is there to clear. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a searching pass. Played up towards the front line. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Nice-looking ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Makalele. Barcelona go in search of a late winner. And here's Del Piero. And he's cut it out. Searching pass he's played there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he's managed to gift it back. Bruno Fernandes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's gone looking for safety. Griezmann. Griezmann powering forward here. Nice bit of trickery. He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desperate defending required here. Cannavaro tries to clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Thuram is onto this. Chance! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Shot could be on. Bruno Fernandes, deep into stoppage time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely weighted ball. Fernando Torres pulls it back, and the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you...
And that'll be the end of that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And back to the goalkeeper. Chow. Now Saliba. That'll be a throw. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
There will be a throw-in. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que cuando termine el partido podrán ver en el marcador al jugador que haya sido elegido como mejor del partido.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is... And a header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Saliba clears it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Roberto Carlos.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just the destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
De Jong. Szoboszlai. That is good strength. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Szoboszlai. Oh, that's delightful. And it's De Jong. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Danielson going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely spread.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's found space here. Messi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is a brilliant interception. Looking to play him in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? It's just beyond his reach. Quarter of an hour played. And he cuts out the supply. So we're still where we started right now. Saliba. Chance to deliver. Goes for the header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Barcelona really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Szoboszlai clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now that looks a decent ball. Played out wide. An instinctive delivery. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Adams can get it clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong. It's the Szoboszlai! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Xabi Alonso has created one goal already.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Roberto Carlos. Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely aimed pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Xabi Alonso. And he's cut it out. De Nielsen. Oh, good spread. And it's Szoboszlai. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona have their lead. Makaleli can so cleverly bypass the press. Thuram. And the counter is on. And he's picked out the run. Now he's in one-on-one. Now that is a hefty challenge. And he passes it long. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Lisandro Martinez cuts out the pass. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's been cut out, well played.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Martinez. Thiaw calmly anticipates. Rooney wins the duel this time. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Crossed into the box. Tries to get it clear. And this is Roberto Carlos. De Jong, looking for a runner. Adams cuts it out. Can he spark a counter here? This looks promising. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to get it away. Fernando Torres being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And he's intervened well there. Bernardo Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's managed to get free. It's a good run down the right. Lisandro Martinez defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Spread it left. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Rooney going about things with real menace. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. Aims beyond the defence. That's really well cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. Casillas with the clearance. Szoboszlai. Oh, that's well spotted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Makaleli. He won't be happy with that one. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
Rooney, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 11.
Lisandro Martinez with the clearance.
Serán sustituidos
That's an
por
excellent
el
interception.
dorsal 21.
Cunha
el dorsal
clears
15,
without hesitation.
Kaká, el dorsal 20.
Nice bit of skill and he's away. Roberto Carlos. He's having a shot! De Jong gets it away. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. And he's been shifted off it. That has been slung wide. He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos played in with purpose. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Now that's well seen too. Keeper's got good distance on that. Barcelona now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Now it's Forlan.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Kaká. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Makalele. Threads one in. Del Piero. Impressive jump. And that's a sharp finish. They have stolen level at the last. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, delightful ball. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? And he's there to clear it. Nicely spread. Mohamed Salah. It'll be a throw-in. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared without hesitation. So, third corner of the game. Xabi Alonso with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well-timed, excellent interception. Saliba. Forlan might just make this. Mohamed Salah tries to play it through. He's found a way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So what can they make of this? Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Donatoni. And the finish! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great vision. Del Piero. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear. Barcelona get their fourth corner. They've played it short. And this is Del Piero. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? They're up to 5 corners now. Vieira with the clearance. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the shot's on here. And he shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Boss. So just 15 minutes still to come. Barcelona have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner?
Serán sustituidos por
It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Tries a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos. Incoming delivery. Costa Curta can get it clear. The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. Chance! And how did he not put that away? Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, they could be caught out here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Messi. And this is Forlan.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Kimmich. Kaká. Lisandro Martinez does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Puskas. He's found a way through. And Puskas! Boy, he struck that clean. Now it's Kaká. He has found a way through. Steaming on goalwards. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Roberto Carlos! And that is as much as we have time for. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Señoras y señores,
Kaka picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.